So if you like my videos, please subscribe and follow my channel. Thank you.
So today we'll learn about forms. So what is basically forms? So HTML forms is actually is used to collect the inputs from the users. So if you go for if you visit any website, so you can come across so many forms like registration forms or sign up forms. So this is form controls is basically to capture the data from the end users. So today we'll do some practicals how we can create the forms and some elements or tags of forms, how it is actually used. So if you see in these pictures, this is a simple forms demo. We have keep in a picture. So here it is a forms where if you see like it has a form name and some box is there, again last name and again a box, and I want to submit, some box is there. So if you see, learn about what is in programming language, what are those elements in the form. So if you see, you can see here the first name which is here, which is nothing but a label in a HTML form, and this box which having a John text, it is nothing but a box which is an input box. Similarly, last name and do also having the same similar concept like label and box, and submit it can be a button, even it can be a input box also. So let's come to basic introduction to all the elements we have in form. So overall, a form can have multiple tags. First of all, form must have a form tag, which is a form, and in the inside a form to capture all the data, even provide that direction for the users how to proceed with the forms and all. We use so many controls like input controls, labels, where select we use for creating some, giving some drop down options for users. Even text area, we have text area for we created provide a text area for users to give more text, like kind of a essay kind of things or some more details. We that time we need a more space or capability to give more input, so we use input area. Similarly, button is a options. If you see here, button in the forms I already showed, button like which elements we generally click in a box kind of, that is a button. You can click in a link also, but that is not a form options. Even field set, legend is also there, that is a different sections. If to create a group of box, we can go for these tags. Even we have a select. Similarly, we have a data list to provide a searchable drop down. Okay. Even we have like other options like grouping of that data in the select box. We can give another option of option groups we can use actually. So let's come to a forms, basic forms. So this is some, suppose we are trying to create one basic forms like login to a forms, right? Login to your website. So you generally come across this kind of forms, like you give your username and password and one with a login or sign in something, right? So overall, how many labels we need to create this if we for a simple form. So as a simple form to create, we need a form tag first of all. So here we have a form tags. Okay, then we need to create all the labels, right? So we have a label tags also we need to use here to create a form. Even for the boxes and all we need a input tag. Even button also we need a separate button, because button is a box kind of, so this control need to be used to create a form. So let's create a form. Okay, move to my my particular folder. Here I have a form folder. Okay, so here I already have created one basic tags. So these are the basic tags, so just for so this is the basic tags, like HTML, it should must have HTML and body ending and all. So I already have created for demo. So let's start. So we need to create this kind of form, like username, password, input and login and all, right? So first run this. How it will and open it again. You can give separate name also, form demo, right? And open it in a ++. Okay, close others. So this is the same page, and let's open it. Let's see if we are able to see anything. So you can see there is no, only form data HTML is showing, and there is no data, nothing is showing in this form. Fine. So now come to this form creation. So as I told, we need to first give a form tag. So it should be ended with a form tag first of all. So how we can create that user option, that you need to put inside label for, need to put some text here, suppose user name. Label. So this will not display anything because it not put any text inside the label. So here need to put inside text inside this label tag, user name. Okay. Now it will display. So username is displaying now. Fine. Now let's create that input box. Input. So tag will be input because it will gives, if we allow you to give some input, so it should be input box, and here we need to select that proper type also. It will be a text. Why text? This type should be text because it is a text box where you can put some text. Okay. Name. This box also will be like txt name. Make sure your label name and type should be different. Input. So here inside this we should not put anything. Okay, if I put anything, it will not be like this. Okay, so either you can don't put anything or make it is a close here itself. Okay, because this is not having any hardcoded text, so it will be text taken from users, right? So it should be like this. Okay, so now if we click, it is highlighting and you can input your name here like Raj. Fine. Now come to this another box. So as labels, and again label should be same, and text also box should be same. So here this time we need to put password. Type password, and here also password, and here name should be password. This is free to write anything, but it should be unique. Let's see what will happen if we run now. So it is showing side by side. If you want, you can break also. How we can break it? We need to put a break tag here. If I do 2 times break, there will be a proper space also. So I am putting 2 times. Now refresh, so it is coming in later. So here we need to notice one thing here. See, so password thing is generally we should not show to users, like that for security reasons. So if a password what you are entering, if it is visible to all, so there is a security risk is there. So here for that HTML provides us a separate type also. You need to put a type here password. If you put a type of password here, then your entries will not be displayed to users. So as we see here, now it is not displaying. But if you want to if you for user confirmation, user can see like whether they can select whether they are putting they input the proper credential or not. But basically it should be this hidden pattern only. Okay, so if we put like this also, it will also work like suppose it is password 2, type hidden. Okay. So this hidden is nothing but this will not hide anything. This will hide your entire text box. So for password, to make it kind of hidden, you need to use this type equal to password only. But this hidden will not work, because this hidden is used to hide a control. Understood? So we have created a username with label here. Username with label, we need a label to create a username, and type text. When we label for the password, even type text, type equal to password here. Now and for submit, now how we can create a button? So for create a button, similar, first you need to take a button option. Okay, button, and here you have to give the button text, submit here, or suppose sign in, right? Not login, sign in. So it is coming site. Again, if you want to, this will depends upon your design, how we want, right? So if you want to break a breakpoint also, break also, you can put like this. Anything is fine, and it will come left side. So if you see here, now if I click, so let mention you this button we can create with input, because this need to be submitted, right? The form will be submitted to server for your entry. So you can use input also. There is an option for input, and type will be submit. Okay, value equal to here sign in. Same thing, or you can put here for all your preference, you can put to login. See, so if you see, normally there is no validation on all. So HTML also gives us some privilege to make it mandatory, right? You can put a property here, required. So that time if we click here, it will give this alert also, please fill the enter the field. Okay, this is a validation. This is a default validation also, you can put by simply putting attribute required. Yeah, if you want to both should be required here, so you can put both here is required. So it will be executing one by one. Once you put here, then it will give exception for the second. Okay, I think you understood how we can create a simple forms, right? So suppose this is a normal login channel, right? So if you want to, if another screens also you might see, so there might be a we have to create other options, like also text area also we need to give in another forms. So for that you can create a, suppose you need to put a address, for address. Okay, address. Level address, and here you can put another text area. You can choose a text area tag also, and for, or here you can put a name. Name is nothing but is specifying the control. This let's you should remember this type and all what we are specifying, like name and all. This is will be used for validation and all. So these are, so it's better to know the basic syntax, so that when any validation you will be implementing in your actual website, so these controls, names and all is required. So it is a better practice to use the names and when you are learning from, as a beginner you are learning. Okay, so here suppose area, txt area, right? Here if I refresh, so put outside, put here, so here text area is created, right? Here you can put more text. This is a multi-line text box. Okay, you can put so many text. So this is the use of a text area. Okay, so we'll move to next sections. So let's move to other controls. So if we know, right, like in our any forms also, we might sometimes we need to give some drop down options for users also. So here I will discuss three types of drop downs here. One is a normal drop down, right? And for that we need selects and option tags. Okay, and I will discuss one by one. So let's move to create a drop down, normal drop down. So here I will create a drop down. Here how we can create, suppose we drop down means options will come in a drop down and the user can select from there, like here select, right? So it should be first of this options, drop down option is will be created with select tags. Okay, here and another is option tags, value. So here value normally that it contains a text or IDs also, but here I am creating a drop down where it having a key value pair, like where value is integer and text is a another is a text, like select a role, user or user type, option, okay. So if I refresh now, so let's put a breakpoint first. Sorry, break, put some break here so that it will come in next line. Okay, so there is no option, only one option is coming. How we can include more options? So here you can have a multiple options, okay, multiple options based on how many options you want to give here. So here user type, suppose, so this should be first a select, inside that we need to give that options, okay. So second options, third options, so make sure your value should be different. This value actually create is a unique identifier of the options, okay. Options, so two here it should be like 0 1 2 like that, and here option you should have to give, like suppose you want to put option for a student, okay, and another is for teacher. Okay. So here one thing, which options as a in sequence you are giving, same sequence it will be coming as a drop down options. So 0 options will be coming for your select user type, second will be student, and third will be your teacher. So if I now click here, so here you can select anything, whatever you will be selecting, same thing will be as a selected. So this is also a option for user to get that user details, like suppose if for a forms, when you want to sign up to any sites, then you can ask for like what is, you are a student or a teacher kind of. So based on the selected data, this is basically to facilitate the user not to put anything but simply choose the options from the drop down. So for that it will be consistent type, because if you give this controls to user, like the input box, they can put any text there, they can for student, std, anything can, so make it a uniform data. So you are putting a boundary here that if you students, you just simply choose the student, so that you can maintain that data accordingly, and data should be consistently same for that type. So there is a need of a drop down, okay. So here if you want to give an input box, that is not a correct controls you are giving to users, because if for input box they can put anything and you cannot maintain the data. So this type of a select was already know, right? Now come to second type. Second type is a searchable. How we can give a searchable drop down for users? So for that we have a separate controls we have, like here I need to put select other roles, suppose, Okay. So here you need to put a first data list. Data list you need to create. Right? And you need to give options here. Options. Option. So this will be a single option like this. Here you need to put the values. Values equal to suppose choose select your qualification. Suppose qualification. Okay. So suppose BA, and here like BSc. Okay. Or we put like MBA. Okay. So here there is a trick here. Nothing is coming. Why? Here you need to create a first ID for it. Okay. Qualification. Still will not show anything. You need to put here a text box. Input list. Put the same ID here. So now it is a complete searchable drop down. So here, so it is coming, see, BMA is coming. If you want to regarding that. So if you can search here, that is another thing. You put M will come, B will come. Anything you can put, right? If we suppose BTech. If you put BTech here, then you will understand. So B is coming, BTech is coming, and once you select, it will be selected as a BTech. So this is option also to give to user in your form, like some searchable drop down. Okay, so this is a searchable drop down, and for group drop down. So group drop down means, suppose you have so many groups and you want to give a proper data to users so that they will not be confused like which data to select from drop down. So that case of scenario we might use for group things. I will now check how you can do that. Okay, like group value, suppose. Okay, so for that what you need to do here, we need to select so here this is a simple kind of a select. Okay, so let's copy the select first. Okay, suppose I am copying this select and here okay, so this is a select and I am creating 4 selects. Suppose here I am giving 3, it's 4. Okay, so how it is coming now. So if we see here, student, teacher, cleaning department, management. Okay. So here if you want to categorize it also further, okay, so we can do that. So that time you need to put inside option group, OPT group. So drop down will be same, but we should put separate category also for users so that they can understand to which value they need to actually choose. So here you need to put like suppose level here. What do you do level? Suppose teaching group. And here this level you need to put here level management group. Okay, so if you see now, see, so this is only a label. You cannot select this teaching group or something, but you are giving it a proper classification also for users, so that you will understand like which group they need to select. So whether they are going to join the teaching group or management group. So accordingly they need to choose the value, like, right? So this is also a grouping of a data, and for the users to understand which group to further. Suppose it can be multiple group also, so rather creating multiple drop downs and all. So this is a easiest way to give the options. So teaching groups, if they want to go under teacher, then it's fine, or if they want to go to the cleaning department, that is also fine, and management group. So by by this grouping things, we can create so many groups and give the option for the drop. And So last thing is I need to discuss, like, that is field set. Field set is nothing. Suppose you want to achieve this kind of so if you want to achieve this kind of grouping, like some boxing, some box creations, and give some text here and put your control inside, so for that things we can go for a field set things, field set and legend things. Okay, so let's create a, suppose we want to put this drop so first create a field set. Field set, it should be open only with quick field set, and we need to create a legend so equal to suppose other details. Put this stuff inside field set. Sorry, here this is I close it. This was down, second down. Okay, this is extra. Okay, I'm putting inside, that is a wrong. So got outside. So this is lesser in nothing but a box kind of, where your text will be like this. So if you want to put anything inside here, suppose any form, that is also fine, and it will looks pretty also. And suppose this form, okay, like login details. Okay, normally this will be created for any another section also you can use. So I am putting here for a form, so like that. So it is having more width, so I need to put some styling here. Width 600 px. Okay. Yeah. So I've understood, right? So you can make it bold also, this. So we have covered all the sections for a forms creations. So let's recap everything once again. So here, form is a control to get the details from users. So that is a form, use of forms. So forms have as per the form design, you need to use the controls, right? So we have so many controls to capture the data from users. We have a forms tag, input tags for to capture the details from details from users, labels also there to get a details like a selections from by users. We need to create a drop down, even that is used for select. So I showed you 3 types of drop down: normal drop down, searchable drop down, even groupable drop down also, where values are in group. That also I showed you. Even the field set also I showed you, and the text area also I showed you, right? Yeah, so try to implement this because it is very easy to implement. And if you have a laptop and all, you just simply using your notepad, you can create that, apply your codings and open and save it as a HTML, and it will open. So try it at home, and let me know if you have any issues, or mostly we are learning, you are a beginner, so you need to practice it. So more you practice, so more you will be confident on these forms and all, and you can think more out of box and create more good design also. Yeah, thanks for watching, and please subscribe my channel to get more videos, and follow my channel to know about more programmings. So this is the basic programmings, but my channel will be having other programmings in future, so keep following. Thanks.